fake video or she really beat him up? Are women getting stronger than men? And as an expert in the best military fighting system, this is what I'm going to answer in this video. And also I'm going to show you exactly if she actually did a good job or they faked this video and it's not real. At the end of this video, if you stay with me, I'm going to show you exactly how you as a woman can increase your hitting power minimum 100 times. So if you are ever trapped in a lift with a creepy guy like this woman was, when you decide to hit, you will hit really strongly. It will make a big difference in your self-defense and you will get out of it really fast. But at the same time, if you decide to hit someone and it's not going to be a good hit, like the one we're going to show you towards the end of this video, it's going to backfire. Basically, this guy is going to attack you stronger, harder and more aggressively. So let's get to the topic. Now let's analyze it together in details. What happened in this situation in this video? And if you are a woman and you will stay with me till the end of this video, I have an amazing, expensive gift for you. It is going to be free for you, so make sure you stay till the end of this video. My name is Edmund and I'm an expert in the best military fighting system, Krav Maga. I'm also a director and chief instructor at Fit to Fight Back, top international training provider with headquarters in Oxford. We also provide training to girls in the most prestigious schools in the UK and female students at Oxford University. I've trained thousands of women, men, police and military, and I've seen millions of times how scary women can be when they are shown how to. Okay, let's take it to the beginning and see what happened. So this woman is with a weird, creepy guy in the lift. First of all, what I would advise you to do straight away would be position yourself better. You are in the middle of the lift. She's very, very busy now on the phone and all, living life. I can't blame people ever for doing normal things in life, like watching the phone. But now, positioning-wise, she should be in a different spot. She should be with her back against the wall. So it's not the best position to be in when you are in the middle, because now this guy can actually go behind you. When he's behind you, there are about hundreds of different situations which could happen to her now. The good thing is, none of them actually did happen in the end, apart from him being extremely creepy. She noticed at some point and she stepped away. Very good reaction, minimum. I would not turn my back anymore to this guy. That would not be something I would advise you. Don't turn your back to a clear threat. At this moment, at the beginning of this video, which we see, he's a potential threat. Now he's a clear threat. Don't turn your back towards him anymore, ever. Turn your back towards the wall or the doors. Now, she continues on the phone for a few seconds. She's probably just closing the apps she was using or whatever, and she puts the phone away. But he keeps being creepy. One of the best solutions for stopping bad guys from doing what they want to do to you is notice them trying to set up the trap for you. And she's not even noticing because now she's again turned back to him. Don't do that yourself. Don't make that mistake. Now he's coming closer and this is not what, of course she feels that he's behind. It's a creepy feeling, really weird guy behind you. Don't stand there. Turn your back against the wall or the doors. Now he's trying to touch her. Reaction, very good. Good reaction, now she's facing him. What I would do here, when you face that kind of person, he's in equally good position to hit her as she is to hit him. And what we are talking about a good position here, if you look at her feet, they are not square on towards this guy. She's got the right foot a little bit at the back and the left a little bit at the front. But equally, as I said, he's positioned to hit her strongly. What it means, if your stronger leg, your stronger side, is a little bit at the back, you will hit much stronger with that side once you start rotating and hitting. In any case, she did a really good job with that hit here. And let's analyze it if it's fake or it might be real. Now if you look at the movement of the body, what she did, how fast she moved, now I'll play it at real speed. How fast she did it, how she rotated her body, so her shoulder went basically from behind of her body to the front. This is one of the biggest secrets in terms of increasing your punching power and hitting power. If her body would stay as it is normally, but only arms would swing around, I would say it's total fake. She would not get any reaction from this guy, not that type of reaction. Because of the rotation, I can tell you very honestly that 99% I would say this is actually not fake. Unless they are really good Hollywood actors and they faked it very, very well. To be honest, this is very well done. Reaction of this guy could be like this, and I'll show you how to achieve that reaction even stronger than that. So let's analyze further. He fell. Is it possible? It is. With a strong enough hit, it's even possible to knock him out, and I'm going to show you exactly how it's done, how to do that to make him not stand up anymore. He came back here. My big advice, bring your arms, both of them, up and protect your face now, because you might be the one receiving the punch now. And it's very likely, by the way. So both arms up. She was not doing that. She decided to kick him in the groin. I mean, impressive, and 100% I would advise that. The question is this fake? He's standing up and he's kind of getting quite a wide stance in front of her. Could be total real. Could be that maybe if they set it up and he's got a protector on his groin, they might have set it up that he will actually expose with a wider stance so she can clearly kick him to the groin. Again, is it possible? 100%. On the other hand, what is looking real here is his reaction. Whether you have a groin protector or not, you will react like this anyway. So the reaction is very, very real, very realistic, and that's what you would get if you kicked a guy in the groin full force. A kick on her side, what she did, not too bad, could be better. What she's doing, stepping into that kick with the left leg first, and then kicking with the right. That's definitely adding power to it. Kick, in terms of technicalities, to make it even stronger and faster, her upper body should go slightly backwards, and we'll show that to you later. But overall, not bad at all for also wearing heels, I think. Very nice job, very good. Now let's go further. See, the reaction was good, awesome, because he's almost on the ground at this point. What she decided to do here, again, I would always protect myself here. My arms would be up, I would be in fighting position, which I'm going to show you later. But she's doing a great job here to make sure he's not going to recover in a second and possibly hit her back really strongly. And now I can promise you, he's not your friend. I can promise you he's your biggest enemy in life. You kicked him in the groin. You didn't make friends. Don't ask him for, I don't know, Facebook details or anything. Not going to happen. But look what she did. She grabbed his hair or his head and she delivered a really strong knee to the face. Again, from what we can tell from this a little bit blurred and pixelated video, does it look real? To me it does. Could it be fake? If they are really, really good at faking things like that, they work in Hollywood, maybe it could be fake. But if I had to give you an answer, yes or no, is it real or not? If I was forced to do it, I would say she did a great job. It is possibly a real attack, and all of these things which I see as an expert here in terms of fighting are possible. Good thing is this guy was not a great fighter on the other hand, and didn't respond after this one with strong punches, because now he could make her cry also or collapse very strongly with a strong punch from his side. But he didn't do it. She took advantage of that, kicked him in the groin. The reaction is normal, natural. Every guy will do it if you actually hit the target. Now she grabbed his head. She went with a knee towards the face. After that, if you are good at this knee, this guy is sleeping, and I'm not kidding you, he would not stand up in a while. And that's what's going on here. He's really not looking great. And then she left. So this is my conclusion on that. It's possible to fake it. This one to me doesn't look fake. And definitely I can promise you one thing. I can teach you to be that woman in 5 minutes. I can teach you to be able to do what she did very easily and better. So let's get to that point. I'm going to teach you a few amazing things which can possibly change your life. And I can promise you, before learning them, don't enter another lift, because it's one of the worst places for women to be in, especially if you have some creepy guy who you didn't recognize at the beginning as a creepy guy and you are trapped with him. So, very important part coming up. Let's do it together. So now we have Alicia with us, and we are going to teach you exactly 4 different elements here. The first one you have to know is the positioning. We've analyzed hundreds and thousands of videos of women being attacked in different places, and lifts, for example. Always we see the same pattern, and that pattern is bad strategic positioning. What that means, we are going to explain it to you exactly, and you are going to know what to do. So the first point is, always when people enter lifts, what they do is they enter and they turn their back towards other people. Somehow, because of the confined space, we don't feel like facing each other. But what you have to do is actually do exactly opposite of what everyone does. Because all these videos we analyzed, women position themselves like this, and then the bad guys had really easy job to surprise them. And with the surprise, they couldn't do much. First of all, they didn't know what to do. But like, look at this video of this girl. She entered the lift. She straight away was facing away from these guys. They both were facing her, but she was not facing them. So they could do anything to her, and unfortunately they did. And what we want to teach you instead is, when you enter the lift, there are 2 options for you to do. The first one, if you enter and there's someone there, there's no problem with you standing facing them. One thing I would suggest, don't provoke them, don't look them in the eyes, just look wherever you want, but you are the one weirdo. Have the confidence. This is the biggest thing here. People lack confidence and they can't face the pressure. And there's no pressure really if you think about it. You just call yourself a weirdo because you are different. And being different, in my book, is a good thing. So, you are different, you are coming into the lift. Stand straight, looking maybe down, maybe up, maybe there are some posters, or most of the time there are not. But basically don't provoke the person, that's not what we mean. We mean confidently stand facing them. Because if they will step towards you, then you will know what's going on. And they probably might not do that in the first place, just because you are not the next easy victim. So, what you can do as a second option, if you are the first person coming into the lift, you don't want to stand with your back towards the exit. If someone enters, you'll be in a very funny position. So you have another option, which is standing sideways with your back to the wall of the lift, or to the back of the lift. Either one position or another is okay. That's much safer, because you can observe the whole battlefield in a sense. And battles and wars were won and lost because of good or bad positioning. So be the clever person and be the different person also, and have the confidence, because seriously, a big lesson here. We can't help you much if you turn your back towards someone and they will grab you already. I mean, we can help you actually, to be very honest, quite a lot, but it can be very problematic for you. So before you get into trouble, you can already get out of it in a sense. And trust me, bad guys are looking for an easy victim. They're not looking for a fight. So if you position yourself well, they know they will have a fight, and that's half of the success already. So now we are going to show you the difference between a slap, which in most cases will get backfired. Basically, you will get hit from the other person. They will get very angry, very aggressive, and they will beat you up. And who knows what else. So make sure, if you do decide to hit someone, better be good at it. It's seriously something to remember. If you decide to hit someone, better be good at it. But then, not hitting them is, in many cases, not necessarily any solution, because it still might be very bad outcome for you. So, if you have to hit someone, be good at it and sort out the situation with your advantage, basically. So, what's the difference between a bad slap, which doesn't do anything apart from getting the person angry, and a hit, which will get them on their bum really fast, and you will have the time to escape? What is the difference? There are really interesting things here you'll be learning. So let's get to work. Look, first difference is, again, the positioning. If you position yourself badly, meaning your legs are parallel, which there is a cheat and will teach you next time how to do that in another video. So make sure you subscribe and click the bell, because if you don't click the bell also, YouTube will never show you our videos. Now, and you will miss the next one. But this is, you have to have a certain hack to be able to hit strongly when your feet are at the same level. So position yourself well. If you are already suspecting some trouble here, position yourself with one leg a little bit back. This is also why this woman on this video kind of, she succeeded definitely with the hit, but you can see the difference. Her legs are not in a line basically. One leg is a little bit further, her shoulder is also a little bit further, and the hit mattered. The hit was reasonably good, and we'll tell you why it was like that. So what were the elements which allowed her to really actually knock this guy off his feet? Look at this. Again, one of the most important things is the positioning of your feet. So casually, you can go with your one leg backwards a little bit. Bring your shoulder also to the back. Don't face the guy like that. Don't be square on, because now both of your arms are equally weak. Now, my front arm is even weaker, but my back arm now is much, much stronger. So if we want to hit really strongly, we're positioning ourselves here. And then what do we do? First of all, I really advise in the step number 1, I haven't mentioned to you what is also a very, very cool trick here. You could do something which we call, if you feel threatened a little bit in the lift and you're standing, you see the person because you position yourself well, and you feel like they are approaching me, maybe, I don't know, they are too close, they might be aggressive. I have an awesome trick. I just love this trick because it can really save your life and definitely save your teeth and your face. So you bring one hand up and protect your head, because from here your body will react. Even if you're not extremely well trained, your body will react to protect itself. So you will try to block. But now the question is, which arm would you bring up? Left or right? Which one is better, do you think? There are actually 2 options here. I mean, left and right, really. But comment below, pause the video now and comment below which one do you think, and we'll see if you got it right. So left arm or right arm would you bring up? I'll wait for a second. Okay, so look what happens. Most people in the world, 90% statistically speaking, are right-handed, which means most of the time they would hit you with the right arm. Which means if you are facing the person, then you would have to bring your left arm up, because you will have to defend on this side. You have to block it on this side. And this is very, very important. If you bring this one up, it's still possible to turn and block this way, but it's not as efficient, of course. So getting your chances higher and higher, bring your left up and you are much better off. But if your answer was right arm, it still could be right. It depends on the position in the lift. For example, if Alicia is the bad guy and I'm standing against the wall with my back against the wall here, and the bad person is on my right, definitely I would think of bringing my right arm up. So that could be a good solution also. But 99% of the time, it's the left. Bring up the left, left, left. Remember, most people would hit you with the right arm. So basically protect your left side. Much, much better to protect this side. Good, let's get back to second point, as we said. Now, how do you hit them? So you started in this position because they were weird. Now they are stepping forward towards you. You prepared yourself. You said, stay back. And this position is awesome. This position is something we call hidden fighting position. Hidden fighting position. Why is it hidden? Because you can't see that I'm going to fight you in a second. And what's the beauty about it is because one of the biggest powers you will have in situations like this is the surprise. If you surprise someone, you have much more power and much more chance that you will actually win the situation very fast. So why is this not visible to this guy that we are going to be fighting? Look, it's called hidden fighting position. Again, I said why hidden, because he can see it, but why fighting? Because you are ready to fight. With your one leg being at the back a little bit, you're ready to fight. And now, if my palms are open, he thinks I'm defending myself. I'm very defensive, which is totally not true. This is one of the coolest tricks ever. Also, in case of witnesses or CCTV cameras around, you will look like you are the defending person and it will be clear. Because if you hit someone and actually do some damage to them, you don't want to be seen as the bad person. In the end of the day, You might have to explain your actions to even the police because the guy is on the ground. He will accuse you of beating him up when he's actually the rapist or whoever knows what. So make sure you stand in a hidden fighting position. So palms forward, open. If you clench your fist, that's very normal for guys. They want to clench their fist and show how strong they are, but that's actually not a good idea because you are giving one big powerful thing away to this guy, which is surprise. He's not going to be surprised you will hit him once you go to your fist like this. If your palms are like that and you're saying stay back, by the way, I'm not saying stay back as a begging kind of thing. I'm not saying please stay back, not like that. It's stay back, it's a strong command, and from here, if he decides to get closer to me, by the way, I have better solutions than this woman chose in this video. I don't think those are very effective what she did. She did a good job in the end. If it's not a fake video, well done to her, but there are better ways. And if you want to know the better ways, make sure you watch till the end of this video because as I said, I have an awesome gift for you, really amazing one. And then you will learn the cool ways of getting out of it. But since she decided to do it, fine. It's not terrible. I mean, she succeeded in the end, hopefully, if it's not fake. But it's a possibility of succeeding in this one. It's just not as effective as it could be. But look, so you're high with your arms up, and now someone is coming towards you. You decided, you know what, I need to hit this guy. How do you actually hit to generate 1,000 times more power than most people would? Not even women. I'm not even saying women. It's most guys, most people. Look, they would first of all not position themselves well, and they would do this. They would hit with the arm. Yes, because we hit someone with the arm, you think of the arm and you hit with the arm. That does nothing to that person, nothing serious. No, it does something. They get really, really angry and they will beat you up. So don't do that. If you decided that this situation really is going to be against you very much, then you have to hit them strong. How do you see he's strong again? One leg back and now shoulder back, and now you'll be hitting with the open palm. This base of your palm is what you connect with. But the question is now, where do you connect? On his face. The best area is the jaw. On the side here, anything from the ear, basically that area here. And if you hit and connect with the base of the palm in the correct way without slapping, and I'll tell you, slapping would be this. Elbow is low, arm is high. That's slapping. Why? Because there is no mass behind the hit. There has to be mass behind your hit. What I mean? Mass of your forearm. So if you put your elbow behind the point which you are connecting with, then you have mass, and this is going to be extreme hit. I don't want to hit too strong. Alicia, you can demonstrate. So let's switch, and Alicia can demonstrate for you the difference. Let's switch here. So you can observe Alicia's legs. There's one more trick which I'm going to tell you, which actually, if you don't do it, it's going to totally stop your power very fast before you connect with the target. There's one very important trick, but let's demonstrate for you first. So what we've got, this is a slap. Alicia is not bringing her elbow behind the hit, meaning behind the hit would be here, high and up, but it has to be fast and smooth movement also. Don't think you can just allow yourself to go elbow up, here, and then hit, too late. But also, look how Alicia positioned herself. And there's a very interesting point there, which I'm not telling you yet, but we'll tell you in a second. So, hitting now stronger. You see where the pad is going also. I actually just realized that it's a pretty interesting point to bring out. Actually, let's have a look at this. If you position yourself here, look what I mean. The pad is here, I'm holding reasonably strong, and Alicia is hitting it. Look where it ended up. It's not a scientific, really, example, but now let's do the same and just slap it, position yourself badly, and just slap. It's about up to here, maybe. No? With even the surprise of your hit, I went up to here. So the difference was either this or just a slight movement. So very interesting, again, not a scientific example, but it shows you a lot, and you can try it for yourself also. What's the little trick which I didn't tell you about? And something which can actually stop you from the delivery of the power will stop just about here. So the rest will be losing. You will be losing power from this moment. So if the target is here, I'll start hitting, and then I'll probably start losing power here. What is that trick? That trick is, as you position yourself, the heel has to be off the ground. Don't touch the ground with your heel. Why? Your hip has to move to the front fully. The rotation has to be of the full body. So behind the hit is not only your arm hitting, it is half of your body hitting, really. The arm is just the tool, the end of the tool. But the real big tool is your body. And that rotation is where you are getting lots of power. That's why, looking at this woman in the lift, I'm not saying that it is fake because it looks legit in terms of it could be, the knockout could happen. This guy could go down. With that type of rotation as she did a good job, and it is possible that he could go down. The only thing, if you think about being a Sherlock Holmes, which kind of I'm not so sure about, you let me know also in the comments if you have some ideas. I looked at the time of the video, and looking at it, the video started at 24 seconds past 33 minutes in, 24 seconds. Then she got out of the lift 33 seconds later at 57 seconds into the video. So I'm thinking, where was she going? Was that World Trade Center or something like that? Because 30 seconds in the lift without opening the lift, what happened? She, in the end of the day, also opened the doors of the lift. Most lifts actually open on their own when they arrive to the destination, right? So, trying to be smart on that, thinking about it, I think it might be fake for that reason. But technically speaking, from a fighting point of view, there are not many things I could pick up to tell you that, well, no, it's totally fake. But one more time, look, if I keep my heel on the ground, my hip will stop at this point. I can't go further with my hip. And my hip needs to go, look, when my heel is off the ground, because of the rotation, my hip is going almost to the front, not even almost, but to the front of me. And that is where my power is not stopped. Basically, if I keep it on, power stops here. If I continue, lift my heel off the ground and rotate with it, like almost 90 degrees, like really big rotation. Allow yourself to rotate hugely. Then your hit is going to be powerful. So to recap quickly, position yourself. First of all, if you feel in trouble at all, hidden position, hidden defensive position, this one is hidden defensive position. Then if you feel like there will be trouble, this guy is coming closer, one leg back straight away and shoulder back and both arms up. So that's fighting, hidden fighting position. All right, now when you hit, make sure your heel is off the ground and your body rotates fully. Also what you need to make sure is elbow is up, hitting with the base of the palm against the jaw on the side. And when you hit, I don't want to show you how much that spins around if I hit actually strongly, because it's not so easy for Alicia's elbow. Good, so we've got the second part done, and do review this video. Make sure you understand exactly every single point and practice that with your friends. Get a pad like this and practice a little bit hitting stronger. Elbow up, that's one of the keys. Let's go for the next one. So in the third part, we are going to teach you now how to kick much stronger and much faster than anyone can defend, because this is the key here. If this guy would block this kick, not this key, then she wouldn't succeed with this situation. It would be all not so good. But she did it reasonably good, again, quite fast, and we are going to show you exactly how to do it even better than that. So, what is important in kicks? You already positioned yourself well, right? You were in the hidden fighting position. What I would suggest, when you hit this guy in the first place, as she did, he got down, and he's coming up again, he's standing up again, don't keep your hands down. This is one of the biggest mistakes, because he was in exactly as good position to hit her as she was in a position to hit him. Now what could come would be a big hit to her face. So both arms up all the time. From that point on, definitely. But now, how do you kick strongly? Most people would make a big mistake, just like this girl here in the park we are showing you now. She did a big mistake, which is very common. All people do that when they don't know how to kick, actually. It's kind of more like a football kick. First of all, she missed the target, which happens. She was going to hit the groin. She hit actually the belly a little bit higher. Second, she actually did really inefficient kick. And a really inefficient kick means she wanted to kick with the whole leg, Alicia is going to demonstrate for you. She was going with the whole leg without like using the sections of the leg in a sense. Basically she locked the knee and the whole leg like a tree was going up and not down, yes, once. That was the biggest mistake. What do we do instead? Every kick has to be started with the knee going first. So knee is leading that kick and then the rest of the leg is flicking after that. At the same time, you are pushing your leg off the ground with your toes, basically pushing off the ground, kind of jumping off the ground, and you are hitting. One more trick, very important here. If Alicia is going to demonstrate for you one good kick, let's go for a good one, and bad one. Try to do that. Exactly. That's a hard one for someone who trains a lot. So keep your leg stiff is a bad idea. Always go with the knee first. One more trick here is very important. Look, this woman didn't do it in the lift, but there could be a technical reason not to do it. The technical reason is she was on high heels, I think. When you watch it in slow motion, it looks like she had high heels on. And what we want you to do if you were not in high heels, generally it's better if you lean backwards as you kick. And your hip at the same time is going to the front. So your upper body going to the back, your hip and your leg is going to the front. But again, with high heels on, this thing has to be maybe slightly compromised. So I wouldn't blame her too much. Still, very good kick and very fast. But if you can and you're not on high heels, it's better to lean backwards because your kick is much stronger, much faster, but there's a bigger reason for that. And you will thank me for this one a lot. Look, if Alicia kicked me towards the groin, and I put the pad here, and she stand exactly straight up, and I decided at the same time, slowly, at the same time to hit her, boom, she's getting hit. But if her upper body is going back at the same time, boom, I might miss fully because her leg is way longer than my arm, and I will miss the target because also the target is a moving target, and especially increasing distance. So very cool trick. Makes your kicks much stronger, that's one. Second thing is, it gets your face, which is the primary target for bad people. They always want to hit your face. Then that target is escaping from that person. When equally at the same time you are kicking them in one of the, not one of the, but the most painful target. So one more time, the difference between good and bad kick. Bad kick first. First of all, if you don't position yourself, it's much harder. Although it's not impossible, go for the normal position. Exactly, and now hit badly, that's what it would be. Now position yourself and go for it. Well, much stronger, much faster, much more dynamic. Don't get me wrong, sometimes you will be in this position and you will have to react and kick straight away from here. You don't always have the time and luxury of the space even to position yourself like this. But to get you good at this part, we've got an interesting, amazing, and pretty expensive actually gift for you at the end of this video, so keep watching. Now, let's go for the last part. So the last part is the knee she did to this guy. After she kicked him in the groin, he landed on the ground, whatever, he was very low, and she decided to go for the last knee towards the face. It is something I would definitely generally recommend. Why I'm saying that? It's pretty violent, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's like films, you sometimes watch a horror film or something like that, the good person hits the bad person, the scary monster or whatever, and then they hit them and then they start running away. But they don't make sure that this guy is down. You know what happens in every single film? The bad guy stands up and gets them later with a knife or something like that at the back or something like that. So you get my point. It's just like when you watch these situations, if they are real, especially when someone good is winning and they just don't feel like finishing the job in a sense and making sure that they will get the time, few seconds for the lift to open and get out, this guy can stand up. So what this woman did, again, if this is fully real, she did a great job, she finished the job. If you don't, it might backfire. You had that opening, you were winning, and then this guy recovered and he beats you up, or maybe he pulls out a knife or something like that, which brings me back to our courses, which you should be learning what to do against knives even. But again, finish the job, and in this case, she decided to go for a knee to the face, how she did it also, and how do you do it in good knee, is this. First of all, she decided to go with the kind of cutting force in a sense, because she was pulling it down, grabbing the guy. Alicia is going to demonstrate slowly. She grabbed him on the shoulder and or the head. In this case, probably she actually grabbed the head also and went down against the bone, and she went basically pulling down, hitting up. Great collision, really bad for this guy. And now, how is Alicia doing a good knee here? Exactly the same as a kick. We told you before, lean slightly backwards if you can, although when you are supported on someone and holding them, you don't need to do much of that. Still, your hip has to go forward, your toes have to point down as you are kicking and kneeing, the same thing, and you are hitting with the knee. So the good news for you is knees and kicks are practically the same. The only difference is you're not letting go of the last part of the leg, like the rest part of the leg. It's just you doing part of the movement, that's your good knee, and that's your good kick. So both are really equally the same. I hope you've learned a lot in this video and you are a safer person now. You're a safer woman. And you see, it's not about how big you are, how strong you are. It's all about knowing how to do things and what to do. And the greatest thing you have on your side is surprise. People are never going to expect you being able to hit so strongly, you to know what to do in the situations and what is, your tactical solutions here. What are the tactical solutions here? And what I want to give you now is an amazing gift. If you look in the description below, you will find a link to our best free program we provide to women. You can learn a huge amount there. You can learn incredible things. Have a look at this program. And first of all, you will learn one specific technique. It's called free barrier trick. That free barrier trick is going to save you in case if you ended up in this lift being pushed to the ground and this guy would try to sexually assault you. We'll give you a technique which is called free barrier trick, which gets you out of this situation in 3 seconds or less. So make sure you do go down to the description, get that course for yourself, and we'll see you in the course. But in the next video, we are going to show you a crazy situation where a mother with a daughter came into the lift. Also, again, the lifts are very scary places in a sense for women, especially because they are confined, they are small, you can't run away at all. Running is most of the time not an option once someone grabs you and things like that, but in a lift, forget it, it's not going to happen. And in this video, you will learn what to do in case of a creepy guy, again, standing behind you. You are with your daughter at this point, and he grabs you from behind, trying to sexually assault you. Despite the girl being next to the mother, this guy was trying to sexually assault this woman, and now we'll show you solutions to it. How could you get out of it? How could you make sure that your daughter is not traumatized by the situation when the guy is on top of you in the lift and trying to sexually assault you? That's coming in the next video. And for you, if you want to actually see it, you have to click the subscribe button, and definitely you have to click the bell button, because otherwise YouTube is not going to show you any notifications from us, from our videos. So you'll miss it. And as I said before, make sure you click the link below and get our amazing course called Outsmart the Bad Guy. I'll see you in the course, I'll see you in the next videos. I hope you learned a huge amount. Big thanks to Alicia for helping and assisting us. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon.